Good morning, Cardano family. It's Satoshi Boomin coming at you with yet another video, guys. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that notification bell. I think I'm planning another live stream at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So can't wait to see all your beautiful comments, all your beautiful faces. I'm going to talk a little bit about crypto, and I'm going to yell at a couple people because they're yelling at me for the last Cardano video I did with the Adax news. Yeah, Adax sounds sketchy, and people are mad at me because I'm calling them out on it. Well, that's okay. You could just be mad and go over there. It's fine. Are you staking your Meld? Meld Labs, Cardano ADA. Meld staking is now live, guys. All right, so if you guys missed the past couple of videos, you can stake your Meld tokens on app.meld.com. Okay. And as we can see here, the rates are pretty good. 12% for 6-month lockup period, 15% for 12-month lockup period. You have to lock it. Okay, so if you're not comfortable with that, I understand. But, I mean, 12%, you really can't shake a stick at 12 or 15%. So, just wanted to bring that to your attention. I have not bought Meld yet, but I am planning on buying some, and I am planning on staking some. So if you guys are interested in that, just wanted to bring that to your attention. And we're moving on. Meld also has been listed on Bittrue. So this is actually pretty cool, guys. This is big for Meld. I think Meld's going to be one of the bigger coins and one of the bigger projects on the Cardano ecosystem, just due to their hype, and we need lending and borrowing on Cardano. I mean, Liquid can't be the only one, but Cardano Meld is being listed on Bittrue. Meld Labs is the first decentralized and non-custodial DeFi banking protocol for lending and borrowing fiat and crypto. A new Meld USDT pair will be opened at 12 p.m. 12 UTC on February 3rd, so you could go ahead and trade it now. I believe you could also buy Meld on Swap, and I think Meow Swap as well. Also, guys, in the Cardano news ecosystem, it looks like Cardano network capacity has increased from 72 kilobytes to 80 kilobytes. So, Cardano developer input output has revealed that the size of the blocks of the blockchain is expected to increase by 11% in the course of its efforts to improve the performance of the network. Total block size will be increased to 80 kilobytes instead of the currently 72 kilobytes. This means that the Cardano blockchain will be able to handle even more transactions. With an increasing amount of new projects coming through the network, it is clear that the blockchain is able to process more transactions. In the last month, the load on the blockchain reached 95% due to increasing use, which indicates an urgent need to increase the size of the network. On February 1st, the majority of the blocks were fully loaded, with the average load still exceeding 85%, according to data on the blockchain insights. Additionally, Plutus memory limits will be increased to up to 14 million units for each transaction instead of 12.5 million. According to the information reported by Coin News, the previous increase was announced in January. So, I mean, holy shiz. Hacker attack on Solana network, 256 million stolen. Yikes. This is a good and a bad problem. The good problem is that we have so much excitement for the Cardano ecosystem. It's such a big community that we are literally breaking the Cardano ecosystem without fervent and the enthusiasm for people to swap and trade and do NFTs. So that's the good part about it. The bad part about it is obviously, people are a little bit angry about the slowness, about the congestion on the network, but this is a good problem to have. The input output could carefully monitor overall network health prior to making additional adjustments. Cardano is already in the Basho phase. They said that we would never get Shelly. They said that we would never get Goguen, and now we're on Basho. What are they gonna do when we get to Voltaire? Now the FUD is, oh, Cardano's too congested. When beforehand the FUD was Cardano was a ghost chain and there was nothing on it and there was nobody using it. Which one is it, trolls? Which one is it, FUDsters? It's either people are not using Cardano and it's a ghost chain and there's nothing on it, or people are using Cardano and it's too congested. Which one is it? Get your FUD story right. First, no staking. First it was like, oh, staking is never coming. Shelly's never coming. Shelly came and went. I've been getting 5% on my ADA since last year. It's been amazing. Then they said DeFi wasn't going to come. Well, we have DeFi now. I just provided liquidity to Sunday Swap. We're taking a look at all these other dexes around here. What is going to be the next FUD story? I can't wait to hear it. It's going to be amazing. So we're already in Basho, and next we're going to be doing Voltaire. Sunday Swap is the most popular Cardano-based decentralized exchange. It released its beta version of the mainnet in January, midway through. I can't wait to hear what the FUDsters have to say next. Seriously, I mean, right now they're saying that Cardano is too congested to do anything. Well, I wonder what it's going to be next once we've cleared the congestion. We should do some Cardano FUD bingo, or like a Cardano FUD predictor of some kind. I think that would be amazing, trying to predict what the ETH maxis have to say next. But let me take a look at this real quick. This is a little bit off the cuff, guys. Hacker attack on Solana network. I did not know this was occurring. A hack on the Solana network of approximately $256 million of ETH was stolen. Holy shit. A wormhole, which functions as a bridge between Solana and ETH networks, has been hacked. According to Etherscan data, ETH, 93,000 ETH, Jesus, was stolen. You can follow the hack-related transfers from this address. Imagine if you bought ETH at like 5 cents and you racked up like 100,000 Ethereum and you just held. Lord have mercy, you'd be rich beyond measure. News will be updated as more information would be available. The hacking took place at Wormhole. In the latest information, we see that the hacking process started at the Wormhole project, initially produced 120,000 ETH and managed to attract 80,000 of these Ethereums back to the Ethereum network. And here is the here's the post here. Hopefully the hacker gives the money back. I mean, don't be a douche. What are you gonna do? I mean, first of all, you stole entirely too much money. Like, that is a huge red flag, sir. If you're gonna steal some money, you know, steal a couple of ETH. Like, maybe 10, 20 ETH, maybe $1 million worth of ETH. Not $256 million, man. Like, you got a target on your back now. How are you gonna launder all that? So people are gonna panic sell and all that garbage. Just the way the news goes, guys. If you get scammed, take it on the chin and move on. And then we have Nemesis here again. Hot take: decentralized Cardano by staking to multiple pools. I have 4 different wallets, none staked to the same pool. Saturation is to start to take effect at about 45 million ADA to encourage decentralization. All right, guys. So if you're, please consider spreading your stake out. Shout out to OneCom. Ticker symbol 1C. Guys, it's important to stake with small stake pool operators out here, guys. I know it's hard with all these ISPOs going on and Sunday Swap and all that, but once those things are done, please consider staking, and chilling with One Community ADA, and follow them as well. All right, now let's get to the Adax news real quick. We're not going to go over the whole thing right now because I want to talk more about this in the live stream, so that if you want to yell at me, I can yell right back at you. So we showed this video yesterday in the Adax might be a scam video, and people still, I don't think people watched the video. I just think they saw the title and immediately commented, which is what they normally do because they don't have a brain. And they attacked me. And they were like, everything I was saying is a lie. They're unsubscribing and, whining like little girls. Of course they are. So everything this man has said, I'm not saying that it's 100% legitimate, but like a lot of the red flags that he points out is things that we have to look at, like a fake team, like, no white paper. You call this a freaking white paper? And you want to yell at me? You call this a white paper? This is on Adax's website. And you want to yell at me? Where's the technical know-how? Okay? What is this? What is this? This does not look like a white paper to me. All right? This looks like a copy and paste job here. Okay? This does not look like a legitimate white paper. Okay. Now, if we contrast this white paper with the Sunday Swap white paper, let me go ahead and pull it up. You go down to the Sunday Swap white paper here, and then you can clearly see it says white paper. You click it, and look, it's an actual white paper with an abstract and a background and it has the technical know-how. It has, the logarithms and the other rhythms and the algorithms, and it looks legit. Okay, I'm not a data scientist. I'm not a math guru or anything like that, but this looks like a white paper that at least seems legit. This here is not. Okay, this is not. All right, it explains the UTXO. Yes, it does. And then it goes on the basic syntax of the Haskell language. Okay, I get all that. But what is it trying to do? What is it saying? What is Adax Pro trying to accomplish here? Okay. Now, I'm not saying 100% that this is a scam. I'm just saying that it's fishy. Okay. It's a little bit fishy. Now, if we go back to my man's here, I don't think he has any reason to just call it a scam. I don't think that he's like on a witch hunt or anything like this. All of the things that my man said is red flags that you need to look out for. Now, let's take a look at this Exo Markets token liquidation dump that he has to say here real quick.
Okay, so this is the part of a scam where Adax makes all of their money, right? So unlike most projects on the Cardano ecosystem who are building their project have not released a token until they are ready on the testnet, or they're conducting an ISPO while they're being visible and it's not actively being traded. The Adax team decided to list their token immediately on Exo Markets. And if you look at Exo Markets is very clear that Exo Markets is not responsible of knowing the legality of each digital asset, and it fully falls on the participant side. Very slapped together thing here, but let's look at that. So they announce it, it immediately starts selling, and of course they start dumping their tokens, because who owns all the tokens at this point? Predominantly, by and large, the Adax team. So immediately, at a much higher market cap than they are at today, at about $100 million market cap, they start dumping, and then these increase during marketing promotions. You can correlate these back to blog posts. They dump more. They dump. Then they start announcing that, okay, we're not releasing a DEX, we're going to release a SEX, centralized exchange. So they dump more because they want to increase their liquidity now with their own centralized exchange. They dump. So why is it that way back here they start listing their token before we've seen anything, unlike rest of the projects in the market? Why? Because it gave them immediate liquidity to start cashing out.
Immediate liquidity to start cashing out. Now, okay, that does sound fishy. That's another thing that's fishy. Another thing too is the centralized exchange.
All right, let's talk about the infamous bait and switch, right? So Adax announces way back in June, we're going to be building a DEX. They list on Exo Markets very shortly after, achieve a market cap somewhere around $100 million, and then they start dumping. They start liquidating and stealing your money. And then right around here, they realize, okay, well, this scam is running out, so we have to get something out. And they announce that, hey, we have something coming up. It's going to change the game, like they always are saying. And then they rally the price up about 300%. And then they announce a centralized exchange that nobody asked for or needed.
Nobody asked
because
for
they
or
needed
needed.
to increase liquidity of the Adax token and show that they're doing something. Why they spent time building that instead of building the DEX? Ask yourself that question. But if we go to read their blog, which, by the way, you can't find a link to it on their website, we find them announce this and give some explanation for it on Medium, which is very weak and unfounded, and no one even has anything really to say except for me a month ago. So if you go to their sex and you try to watch the order book, there is no activity here. It is faked. I have yet to see someone doing a successful order on this other than for Adax itself.
Can't even use the SEX exchange, the centralized exchange.
Right.
Can't even use it. You connect your wallet and it fails automatically. But I'm the idiot, right? You guys want to subscribe from me because your feelings got hurt because your favorite DEX is doing some shady things and you can't see it. Interesting. And not only that, guys, we'll get back into this and we'll talk more into this. But when we come to, let me show you guys something here. Apparently, they've pulled liquidity for Sunday tokens as well. Let me go back. So if you've got Sunday tokens on Adax, see if you can get them out. I don't think you'll be able to. Withdrawal stuck for 14 hours. Lost a transaction. Let's see here. Where did it go? Where did it go? White paper being called into question. People just brushing it away. Got it. Sunday trading gone 10 days ago. Hey, did Adax disable Sunday trading without any announcement? Yes, they did. Of course they did. Why would they do that? All right, so before you guys jump on my neck and say how dumb I am, why don't you do some of your own research? All right. Right now, the price is down and people are highly emotional. This is the most emotional thing since freaking high school. Okay. Like when I used to coach the freaking high school girls flag football team. More emotion in this than there. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's keep going.
Okay, so this brings us to the long thread that Vosdees created around proving that Adax faked their DEX demo. Now, the first thing that I'll note is, as a Web 2 developer or a software company owner myself, it is well known that with things like Figma, you can create highly realistic interactive prototypes with tools like Figma. So most of what Adax has done up until this point has been these interactive prototypes put into videos to make you think that what they have is real. But Vosdees proves here, and I'm not going to read the whole thing in a 12-point part, with references to transactions, that what they are presenting is indeed not a DEX, proved through a deep dive on all this evidence here. And he even ends that right here with this final point on number 16, that someone conveniently sold more than 2.5 million tokens a day before Adax testnet demo, which is 5% of the circulating supply. Why? Because it is their CMO dumping the tokens on the market, scamming and reaping millions while faking.
Bro is running off with the pack, and you yelling at me? You need to be hitting up this man's here. You need to be hitting up the CMO instead of saying you're gonna subscribe to me. absolutely ridiculous. I'm out here trying to help, but people don't want help. They just want to be told every little thing their heart desires. Not on this channel. Go ahead and unsubscribe and don't come back. Seriously.
So here we are. We have a sketchy, non-transparent team. We have no credible white paper. We have a bait and switch centralized exchange launch. We have the 6 months of dumping liquidity onto the market and cashing out on a sketchy exchange. No ISPO. We have the proof that they faked their DEX launch. And then here we are at the big day, right? Now it's interesting, you come to their website and the SEX is the one that they're steering you towards, right? Easy to liquidate, easy to build that and liquidate more tokens. But they launch, right? Now, why no testnet, right? Didn't even announce for a testnet. Why? Because they promised this and they need to keep the grift going.
Yep.
So they launched this DEX, now there is not a single transaction or proof that someone did a successful transaction on their day of launch, nor did they even
I tried, couldn't do it.
were very transparent on the day of the launch. Okay. Now, if you come in here, they've put some fake data in here and they've made it look like there's transaction happening. But the only thing that you see is total value locked of what? Adax, right? Because they control Adax. Nothing on this exchange really works except for liquidating more Adax. After the big 6-7 months of pumping, this is their big reveal, a non-functionable DEX.
Yep. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, it is what it is. And, you could be mad at me. You could yell at me. You can unsubscribe from the channel. But if you're ignoring these red flags, that's on you. And I will say this before I end the video. We'll talk more about this in the live stream. I will say this. If it shows that they are not a scam, I will come on here and publicly apologize. I'll apologize to Adax. I'll apologize to everybody that I've offended sincerely. But right now, it's looking bad. And people that did get into Adax and all that, I'm sorry, but it's looking real bad right now. Hopefully they can fix it. Hopefully this is all just a misunderstanding and just poor planning on their part. Poor, marketing, poor everything on their part, but that's not really that great. All right, guys, so I'll talk to y'all in a few. I love y'all guys so much. Don't let your means be dreams. Have a good one. Bye.